Looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. The online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. I do have one more walking video. I have one more to upload, and that'll be it. I should have some special surprise this weekend too, so where I end up at, so that should be fun. So, greetings all. Yeah, we'll do as usual. Do messages in the beginning, and then go to questions, and then we'll do a chat room as another separate video. So, hello to everyone. Okay. All right. Nothing else to add. Oh yeah, we have the podcast I was on yesterday on sports overtime. So we'll be I'll announce that. I'll post the link after this. So all right. Thank you all for being here. Much love, and here we go. I'm Gabriel. To all, a great love to you. In this, yes, you are connecting more with your universe. As for receiving information of transition where you are going into this Earth world, realize your world is of energy, unphysical, and see the energy patterns putting your physicality together. I give you more of a insight to where you are, what you are going through. As for how you are, as you're close connected to spirit, and density level, yes, you see yourself as physical, lighter, and peaceful. And here, it is the opposite for good reason, for soul advancement, schooling, and schooling is never ever seen as easy, at least in this world, in this reality. Yes, us angels, we do not go into predictions or world events, sometimes maybe, but we are just here to connect you all to spirit, but let you find spirit on your own. So much love to you from the angels. There is a cleansing, if needed, will come to you, if you wish for it. Many past lives are releasing, but also your future lives are coming through more clearly. And these future lives help you have a clearer direction of where you are going, because you can connect just to understand why you were here, why you entered in this world, and where you're going after this world. Your future incarnations on the other side, or in your universe. You decide, of course. But as for this incarnation, make the best of it, no matter the challenges. So we send you love from God, from the angels, from your heaven, and onto you in this soul rebirth. Mother Nature is whispering to all of you to let you realize she is here and you are connected to her. You are her children, but she is also a family member. Let's put it that way. Blessings to you. The heart of God is always with you. Ah, yes. Entities here, yes, there might be a little bit different than what you're used to. We let them through. Sorry. Blessings to you. Your soul growth. Greetings. Yes, I am Ishtar. Greetings from the Blue Palladians from the Galactic Federation of Life. Much love to all of you in this incarnation here. Yes, your political system. Well, we can tell you at this time we felt many clones in your society from your political representatives. They have been, we are allowed to say this, they've been testing them out recently. You might have been seeing them here and there. There is a governmental system that is of your shadow government, have been very active. To keep your, whatever one speaks to you the best is the one that you will see most often, but it still is your major candidate at this time. So they are transitioning though, and so some have seen it, and this will continue on, but most of your public will not really care because they chose not to. But those that are aware, prepared to see more of this, it will increase its energies. Nothing to worry. As for deciphering who is who, if that's the real one or not, that was where they have most cleverness. Yes, they have disguised who this is pretty well. As for who's the clone and who is not, But many of you, your speculation is most likely correct. The reason we are saying this is because it is quite the numbers here we could say there are a lot more than we are used to this election year. We have seen it before, but nothing like this. So there are, as for your transition and your what's coming up during your election, after we kind of go into details, but we do have our unfolding of information. As for data dump, in maybe not in the way that you would expect it, but maybe some might see it as no big deal. As for alien information, unlikely. But as for what is going on in your government, truly is what we see being put into your society. But it's only going to be seen as conspiracy and not fake headline news, but it's a possibility. As for what your elites are doing, I feel like that your society doesn't really care, so they can say whatever they want, but there is going to be a leak, is from what we are gathering. The reason we are mentioning this is because it will help many awaken to what is going on. It will be found, as we can see, we are pretty sure it will be noticed and get attention. We are allowed to at least go, and sometimes we're just like, we can't say that, so we just talk about the weather. But in this case, we are allowed to at least give you some indication, yes, possibilities. But from what we gather, it is going to be helpful. It's just for the many will awaken to what is going on. Alien might come second, but as for awakening, but it will be much helpful to your elites. Does from what we're gathering, they're not afraid to hide themselves. They're showing how brave they are by revealing themselves slightly. That is what we can say at this time. They are, yes, hiding most of the time, and yes, they have great amount of money, and they hide. It's not their Rothschilds. It's one that has not been mentioned. That will be linked to them eventually, kind of. But you will know reflection time. This is some time down the road. Nothing to worry about. It'll just be informative. That's all we can say. Yes, possible. Not the coughing, hacking, the other type. Just so you know what I'm talking about. As for what else we can give to you at this time, that is yes, it's going to get interesting. Yes, during your election time, we are being able to at least mention some things that will be helpful to your society. That is all we have for you for the moment. Yes, much of everything else has to be quiet at this time. So much love to you. And others are here to speak for a moment. Hello, Earth. I am not connected to your society before. Some of our collective has, I believe. I am with your goat people, your animal. But we are alien, just so you know. I go by the name of Frederick, for you humans to connect to. Our collective, the humanoid goat, has been connected to you for some time. We're in some of your drawings in your past. So. We are very patient with you, the human. Our collective joined your society to bring our wisdom to you. Our energies can be channeled quite easily. But some might not like what they see or hear. As for they wish for all these things, gifts and material possessions, and when they connect to us, you say that's not possible. Because it's what's more important? Love, who you are with, is more important than these objects of affection as you have in your society. We are very patient, but we have much wisdom also. That is been ignored. Often, as you can tell, your Greek philosophers connected to us often. They might not know who they were connecting to, but we were one of them. When a society gets lost as yours, we appear as we are on your earth. Maybe not taken seriously, but many of your animals here are to not just bring you energy, but information of you are not alone, that we are. Many of you humans feel very alone here. Many aliens are here, feel they are very alone. This is why your animal people are here, to show you are not alone. If you cannot connect to humans, you can connect to us. Of course, not many have a goat as a pet. Do not use the word pet, but that is fine. It's whatever you need to use to connect to us. But we are very close to the wisdom of your society. We are embedded in the philosophies of it, but have been forgotten for the origins of some of that. We've been around since you guys have been little earthlings in your ancient world. We were very much leaders in your society at one time. Or friends of all of you. We'll be more clear in a later time of how we affect your society. This is just a quick introduction to us. I'll leave you be. Greetings, Earthlings. Yes. I am Isaac, your elfin being. We share our love to you, humans. This is an important time of your evolution. We do see many awakening to alien, to spirituality, and never back. Yes, we do see your society in some areas crumbling, but only because society does not want that anymore. You will see that in war. You will see your financial areas eroding where they are no longer needed as you go into a transformation that you are very much wanting to be a part of, I believe. You will not have this if you do not wanted it. It is slowly coming your way as for a full awakening process across your 8 billion, I believe, on your planet. I am the just so those are not aware who I am. I am a 8 density elephant being, but we are very close to your Earth. As you see, we have our species on your planet as a one to call gift in some ways, but also as the other one was saying, you are not alone. We send our energies to you, but also our knowledge, our wisdom to you as you go into a awakening state. As you will not just see these animals on your world as just animals, but also extraterrestrials that are here to assist you into your re-knowing of who you are. You can see that's what your furry friends have much to teach you, so they are here to learn from you also. As you go through a transition, it's nice to have your furry friend around you as you awaken out of this shell. But I'm already here for a moment. Oh, Galactic updates if there's anything. Mostly that we do see as you go through your timelines an opening of your consciousness. As for yes, your political systems will also derail themselves. Showing who's running your show. As you open up to spirituality, you will see this more clearly. We can't go into details of that, you will see it on your own. But if there's any questions, I can be here for a while, not for the entire time. But if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Yes, thank you very much. The first questions are from Jamie. Her first one is, what galactic family does my close friend Sebastian come from?
Octarine. Interesting. I also see them with the snow people. I'm not sure if you're familiar with who they are. They are interdimensional beings, as you all are, but they are in your snow regions mostly. You have snow worlds, as you have water worlds. They're in your snow worlds. I believe your Jack Frost comes from this energy. It is a society that it's a snow world, basically. They have them in different parts of your galaxies. That one is very strong with that energy. I'm not sure how much is into cold here, but in other worlds he loves it more than anything. Because it is different. It is not what you have here. Thank you.
Okay. Her next question is, Sebastian would also like to know if Sylvia plays a huge role in the near future.
I did not catch that in part. Sylvia plays... I did not catch that.
A huge role in the near future?
As for Sylvia plays a big role in the near future. As for... Sylvia is this... I'm not even sure who that is.
I'm not sure. A friend.
I need more details on that to answer that.
Okay, well, we might come back to that one. Next is Daniel.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. So my first question is, for some time actually, I've felt something is on the top left corner of my forehead, and I've had many dreams where I would hear something through that top left corner, sometimes the top right corner, but most of the top left. And I kind of have an idea what it is, but I want kind of confirmation on what it is and like why it's there, its intention, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, it is an implant, I believe, from the Weirins.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm being told. I don't believe it's caused there to cause harm. It is there to calm down many of your abilities to heighten them. I do not believe it would be there. I believe it's just there for temporary use. It is there to keep other implants out. It seems to be you've had others that were placed there unknowingly, and also this one was there also unknowingly, but it is there as a purpose of not allowing others to do this any longer to you. I believe it will be removed shortly, is from what I'm gathering. It's only a short time.
Okay, so it's like it won't be necessary anymore to keep other implants out?
Yes, it seems to be there to keep others out because you don't need any more.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is, you're doing fine without them. Infusions is different than implants. Infusions will be helpful, but implants would not bring much use. So you can, I believe you will be, yes, it will be a few days. I believe it will be removed soon. Shortly.
Okay, thank you. So my second question, I had this dream, or I guess I was in the astral, and throughout the dream, I guess I had the sense that my time was being wasted, and towards the end of it, I was in sleep paralysis on my bed, and I opened my eyes, and I saw this thing. I don't even know what it was, but it looked like hands and had like these black markings on it, and then the phrase "Death's touch."
Yes.
I don't want to know what that is.
I think that was an attack.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what you are seeing, but I see that as an attack.
Yeah, I kind of felt that as well. Like they were trying to waste my time and like out of my body or something like that.
These are energy vampires with a reptilian origin,
Mhm.
but they can clone their energies very easily. I believe they will be seeing how where you're at is very fragile. As for your work here, it is quite understandable why they're just there to scare you, as far as I can tell. Nothing to
Okay, so like as far as the attacks that I've been experiencing lately as a whole, it's just like it'll fade away and calm down soon.
As we can tell, it will calm itself down. Because most likely you will see this again in a different form, but nothing to worry about. So they can. I see the Weirins here working, assisting you, and some of this is a little bit more than they can handle at this time. But I believe they will have whoever these beings are, they're very good at hiding themselves.
Hmm.
So it will be resolved, but it's hard to say when.
Okay, thank you. Much love to you.
Okay, next is Blue. Okay. Next is Tran.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, it is very low, but I believe I can make it work.
Hi, I was wondering if you have any messages from my guides or higher self about my job situation.
What they say now, it can only get better. They also say you're going through a transition of workplace. One moment. Well, they do see you somewhere else, but it's for you to find that place. That's what they say. They're not going into any detail other than that. Hopefully that's helpful. Well, kind of. It
Okay,
is.
thank you. My second question is, what is my relation with the elephant beings?
Your connection to us is more Hindu, part of this earth. You see many elephants in your ancient world, more Chinese energies. That is where your connection is with us. As an elephant being, I believe you're more of a Palladian, but you were connected to our energies. And you are a being that did help assist us connecting us to this earth. Like a...
As a Pleiadian?
Yes. I just see you as a translator of us connecting to humans during the ancient times.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, next is Kathleen's question. Any messages for me from either Montserrat, my later partner, or Ron, my friend from the other side? They both passed suddenly.
They say they're doing well. They are connecting to you spiritually, but mostly they are connecting to their families also, but they are spiritually doing well, both of them. As for messages to you, they say continue on in this journey. You're awakening to more energies. More of it would be like you not feel like you believe it, but the more unbelievable, the more truthful it is what they're saying, and they're assisting you and they're guiding you also. Because they're saying that you play a role in the understanding all of this in your world, that you are going to be unraveling much of the mysteries of this world. Well, this is kind of cryptic, but they're... As the more you know, the others around you will know of how your world truly operates. Let's put it that way. And you're being led by Spirit. Hopefully that works. Makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, next is MT.
Hi, thank you for being here. I just recently went through an ayahuasca ceremony, and I felt like I did a lot of releasing and clearing of past lives. And I was wondering, is the connection still with me? Am I still connected to Mother Ayahuasca? Is she still assisting me with the work that I started in Peru?
Yes, she's still connected. It might feel like you are not as connected as you were, but only because you've been away from that area. But yes, you are still connected, yes. It's still receiving messages from what I'm gathering. It's still receiving healing also, I see.
Okay, thank you. And then I also wanted to find out the condition of my chakras at this time, please.
To give you a general reading without going through one by one, your chakras are very, very healthy. It seems like your yellow chakra is shining bright at this time. And your root chakra, yes, your root chakra is healed, where the time was not healed. It was a long time for that. There's a flying bird coming by. But as for your chakra systems, they seem to be quite healthy. Still past lives that need to be healed, but that would be for some later time.
Okay, thank you. Much love.
Okay. Can I re-ask Jamie's second question?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Sebastian would like to know if his friend Sylvia's higher self has any messages for him.
wanting to believe in more in oneself. You also are being led to spirit, but also it seems like you have a strong connection with the Pleiadians, as your role with them was very militaristic, but in a peaceful way. You have many connections with the Greys also, but in a peaceful way. I see many. This is the message, basically. Is this your Pleiadian connection with the Greys was very military surroundings, but you were a very peaceful connection you had there. It was a important time between these two species also. This should come through meditation or some kind of form of past life look review. You will see this. That has a reason for it to be. As for why this is being mentioned, because it plays a big role of why you're in this world, but that's for your discovery. Oh, I want to be told. Thank you. And I must be going. There is another being that has a message for me. As for your question, answering situation.
Thank you very much.
We are. Angel energies. I go by the name of Miranda. We were asked to connect to you, to assist you in your healings. If you have questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Yes, thank you very much. Next are Miguel's questions, and his questions are his first one is, do I have a connection with the Silver Pleiadians, and if so, do I have a time traveler aspect?
Yes, you do. You have several time travel aspects. One of them is part of the Mars project. Might be understanding slowly. There's a puzzle there for you to. Well, it's up to you if you want to figure it out. But your Mars connection is very strong. Yes, its incarnation was fascinating for you. Yes, you were there during this time, but afterward it seems to be just as exciting. Thank you.
Okay, his second question is, am I paying any karmic debt in this lifetime, or did I actually volunteer?
We do not call you. You're part of the Earth's healing process. So it's not really a volunteer. It is part of the learning process. You have many. There's much here you wish to learn, it seems. This is why you're a part of this process. And also your family asks you to be here also.
Okay, next is Emmy. Emmy, are you there? Okay. I think we'll just go on to Kimberly's questions now. Her first question is, I saw some images during meditation, a pumpkin, wings, sword, then faces of sorcery. Could you tell me about that?
Who was the name of this person?
Kimberly?
These are past life images you're receiving. More will be coming through. Your connection to the other side also will be coming more clearly to you, it seems, through meditation. It seems like yes, it seems that your God is allowing you to know more of your place on the other side. This will come through more clearly when you're ready. But this is, you are going into a past life regression for great purposes as you go into a more knowing of who you are spiritually here on this earth. Much needs to be cleared out, it seems.
And her next question is, any messages for her?
She has a brother on the other side. She might not know of this brother, but one that's connecting to her, which I believe is a brother from a past life that's bringing her much assistance. He's more of a warrior-looking figure. From your Knights of the Round Table. You might see this figure around you here and there in your meditations. Thank you.
Alright. Next is Omran's questions. Any messages for him?
You're doing well. Yes, your mind seems to be going into a spin because of this information that's coming through. You're also going through a spiritual lens as you understand more of your connection to this earth. You're also connected to a sister earth. Of course, there's many earths here, but there's a sister earth that has not been mentioned often that was created before this one was. As for its name, is more a sister earth. It has other names. This sister earth, you were part of its inception. It gave you a glimpse of how this one was going to turn into. There's much mystery about it. Yes, this is slightly cryptic. You could say you knew the magicians of this world before they entered into this earth. You were part of their grooming before they connected to this planet. Thank you.
Okay. The second one is, I feel like my birthday is December 18th, 1993. Is this the right one or close to?
Yes, this seems to be close to. I don't believe it's entirely right.
Okay. Alright, thank you. And next is Symmetry's questions. I am wondering how close I am to channeling. I have gained a sudden interest to do it, and I think even Ivan recommended it to me a while back.
You are getting close. It takes some time to get used to. Letting an energy enter your space is something to get used to. Yes, just take it easy on yourself. But yes, it will make you feel better also here. That you feel like you're doing something worthwhile. It seems. So yes, I see you improving in this area very much. Yes.
Okay. Next one is, I still have no idea what to do with my life. Any advice?
as you're going into channeling, just give yourself time.
All right. Next is Nick.
Blessings.
Yes.
First question, is there any messages from my old friend Jennifer, who recently crossed over?
She is doing well. She crossed over quite gracefully. As for messages, she sends you her love. One moment. I see this red scarf around her. I'm not sure what she's talking about there. But she says she's very connected to you through spirit, and she'll be coming around you more often to assist you in your work.
Okay, great. Second question, did my density frequency raise much after the last recent workshops over the last couple weeks that I've done? How did that affect my energy?
It seemed like you have been, as a spirit world, you were blinking. You were not even part of this earth realm. You feel like you're more a part of one of us in some regard. But you had to ground to become... Yes, you were above Earth, it seems, at least in this dimension. We saw you on the other side many times, and we had to tell you cannot be here.
Was that the nudges and stuff that I was getting in the workshops?
Mm-hmm.
From me doing Reiki during the workshops, and I was trying to do Reiki on the people that I felt needed it at that time. Was that part of it?
Yeah, you were connecting to the other side a little bit too often, because it seems like you're saying over, which is fine for a short time, but it seemed like you wanted to be there for longer. So yes, you were within your body, but you were out of your body also.
I see. All right, I appreciate that. Blessings. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay. Next are Stacy's questions. What is the status of my chakra system, including my higher chakras?
You're going through a cleanse at this time. Your heart chakra needs the most attention, but for the most part you are doing well. Your heart chakra needs the most healing. Yes, it has been healed, but still needs more. We will send you energy, but you have a lot of lifetimes in your Roman time period that are affecting you. Your ancient time.
And her next one is requesting an infusion to help with creativity. It can start if my Elohim infusion is completed, possibly one from the golden theme.
Yes, that would be good. Yes. We will be in touch. Yes.
Okay. Next are Christy's questions. And, find them really quick. Okay. Is there a past life hidden and I need to release and heal from?
Yes, there are several. There are Zeta lifetimes where the two of you do not get along. We're in lifetimes that do not get along. So here you're making peace. Of course, you've had lifetimes where you made peace, but here's a peaceful peace. So yes, it is, when I say not get along, meaning you were not at each other's throats, but you did have issues with each other, but now you resolved much of it, but you're here to resolve the rest of it. It is quite beautiful also. I do see many future incarnations possible. They're very possible.
Okay. The next one is, are the 7 Palladian star sisters working with me now? Did they charge up the sigil I created, and will they track it at all times for me?
Interesting how you connected to this. You've had many past lives with them, and you're also a healer within them, but you are, yes, but your connection to them, you're healing them. Their society has been wounded because of their events. And you being here, many are afraid to incarnate on this world. So your connection here is assisting them on healing. Yes, they're higher dimensional beings, but they still have their problems. And you are assisting them with their knowledge, emotional issues, let's put it that way. I'm not sure if you're expecting that, but that's your connection.
All right, next is Michelle.
Hi, Miranda. I was wondering if you would explain to us what kind of angel being you are, and also like what dimension, etc. Just a general rundown, and what your specialty is.
We have many specialties, but for the most part, we are. There's much feedback here. One moment. Much of our energies assist with past life healings, interdimensional travels. We are there as you travel. But as for dimension, we are part of the higher realms of your other side. You're the highest dimension. We don't put numbers on them, as Earthlings do. But we are healers, but all of you are healers. But also you're going through a transitional phase, and we're part of this transitional phase. As you connect to God, we are one of the beings that you connect to cross over. At this time, we are. One moment. Interesting. Yes, I'm picking up energies here. One moment. But we are close to God. We are another transition to God. But mostly past life is what I do. Others have their own characteristics that they like to do. But mostly is to bring up the vibration of your earth. Yes, we are within the middle of your other sides. We're not as close to you as other angels are, but still we are quite useful in your dimension. Let's put it that way. We're also assistants of your arts, the angel depictions. Some of that came from our energies. Thank you.
Thank you. I am looking to ask a question for a friend for some healing, and so I'm going to ask you, Miranda, and your collective, and I don't know, 100,000 other angels if they want, to join in the healing of my friend David Olson. And I think there's some past life stuff with regard to that. If you have a message for him, that would be amazing also.
Yes, in his past life energies, he's had a lot of war, human lifetimes of war, and seen much fatalities, as you call them. And much of that is built up within him. So he might have a drinking issue here in this reality. I cannot connect to it exactly, but if he has any addictions, it's because of that. It's because he's still not getting over these other lifetimes, it seems. And a regression would be good for him, but that depends on his belief systems, if he wishes to look at that. But it is quite deep. The wounds are quite deep there. We will send him energy, of course.
I appreciate it. Is there a message you have for me, particularly? Much love.
One moment. Interesting. There's an angel by the name of Abraham that is around you at this time. Connected to Abraham of your past, in your biblical times, this is an angel aspect of him. He'll bring you much assistance if you need, of healing of yourself and others. It's up to you if you wish to connect to him. Yes.
Sweet, thank you.
Yes.
Much love.
Okay, next are Julie's questions. My son Torin would like to know the origin of his name.
It broke up when you said that. Can you say that again?
Yes. My son Torin would like to know who Ryan is. He had a vision of his name.
You had a vision of his name? Yes. Is that? I'm not sure if I'm hearing this all correctly, but
Yes.
yes, yeah, that's correct.
She would like to know. He would like to know who he is. Who Ryan is.
Who Ryan is? I'm not sure if I'm understanding any of this question.
Julie's son Torin would like to know who Ryan is.
Who Ryan is? Ah,
Yes.
okay. Yes, it is spirit guide. A spirit guide. To the left of him.
Oh, cool. And can you tell me more about my dragon side?
Yes, one moment. As for this Ryan, this name that came through also, they blue Pleiadian energies. As for the dragon connection there, this dragon energy connects to the sun. There are dragons in your sun. Dragon species. You can call, yes, say fire if you wish, but he's connected to, notice how some of them breathe fire. You say that's fire of the sun energies that they're connecting to, the fire that gives you light. And these are very spiritual beings. They're also Indian races in your past. They don't believe mention it all that often. Your American Indians do connect to them slightly. He is connected to, these are the dragons he's connected to in Agartha.
Okay. Next are Extrina's questions. I have a question regarding a friend named Brandon. Can you see if he has any implants from any ETs, possibly draconian?
I do not see anything, but there is a lot of draconians around him at this time.
Okay. She said he struggles to walk into the light, but that's what he wants. Heard he is Octurian, but I think he is has also been draconian. So
Yes.
I'm guessing she's asking if.
You're seeing more of his draconian side, but he has a lot of Arcturian also. But this, he has a lot of the draconian features, it seems, but he is still very Arcturian. That's what we see.
Any messages for her?
What is the name of this person again? So I can hear more clearly.
Extrina?
Yes. Yeah, Spirit says to be curious is good for your curiosity, but to continue this curiosity in your travels. It will take you to new directions for as a healer, but also to let you know more about yourself. There's so much about yourself you're not fully aware of, your past life connections, but your human history here it seems to be opening up for you. That will bring much healing to you the more you know about it. You know more about your different characteristics here. So, if it's a book, if it's something that attracts you, it would be best to explore that because there's a reason for it.
Okay. Next are Sandia's questions. Can I get info on my guides besides my main one, Angelica?
They seem to be very blue Pleiadians from connecting. You also have a guy that is a Native American. Hondo is his name. He's very American, and this is another reason. Through Hondo's another reason why you're into the spiritual side of things. We've had a lifetime as a Native American in your past. But yes, I see many Pleiadians around you at this time. Blue Pleiadians. But as for anything else, some of these Blue Pleiadians have had lifetimes here in your Roman past histories. At Atlantis. And your Atlantis connections is where you had their connection with them. This is where you had your lifetimes with them. Thank you.
Alright. Next question. Is there any messages from the angelic realm or guides?
Well, yes, from the angels, they say that your children or children, and you have been angels in other lifetimes. And they were children also. You were the adult, if you want to call it that. We don't call ourselves adults, but that's so adultish. That's a human term, at least. But your children were always your children. At least in the angelic realms. That is the message.
Wonderful. Next is Brian.
Hello, this is Logan. Greetings, dear one.
Yes.
I have a question about a dream where I was frozen for a second and money started floating in the air randomly on my desk, or my desk kind of close to my bed, my drawer, or whatever you want to call it, and these grays came to the closet and they did these weird experiments on me, and I remember the table that they put on me so clearly. I can almost feel what was happening. And can you give me a little bit more information about the experiments that they were doing on me, because it felt a bit unnecessary.
You can say they were getting to know you in this human form. I feel like these were new grays that have not connected to this earth before. So they were connecting to you and trying to, yes, apparently whoever was watching them was not watching them enough. These were younger grays that were connecting to you. They were trying to figure out what makes you tick, basically. They're under money. They saw money and they didn't understand that. As far as I know, these are new. These are children grays. From what I'm gathering.
Thank you. And my next question is another dream about. It was pretty recent. This being that was wearing some type of armor in my dream, and there was some type of invasion going on. and she had like the whitest hair I've ever seen. And can you tell me a little bit more about this person too?
This person was a sister of yours in another life. Connecting to her, but you were more of a feline being, and she was more humanoid, as I can see, judging by what I'm picking up. So this is more of a sister. As you're being a feline being, she was not your sister in that lifetime, but she was your sister in other lifetimes. But there is a lot of feline lifetimes you've had with her, but I don't believe she's had feline lifetimes, but they did not correspond with your lifetimes. But as a feline, it seems like that is where you first connected, and she was human, and then you had other incarnations with her. But that was a sister.
Yeah, thank you. Because I wanted to ask that question because it was interesting. Because that day, I saw basically an exact replica. I really don't know how to say that.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Thank you
Oh,
for
yes.
answering my questions, Year One.
Yes.
Right. I just have one last question.
Yes.
Are the California wildfires, are those from underground bases exploding or something? Like, what's causing these fires?
Some of it's arson, some of it is not. As for underground bases, some of them are. Some of them are involved with that. But most of these are done intentionally by certain individuals that don't want to be known from together.
Wow. All right, well, that's the last of the questions. Thank you so much.
Blessings to you. Love to your societies.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Anybody like to do a blessing?
Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. All right. Is anybody else? Okay. Much love, everyone. Blessings, and all right. See you next Tuesday. Much love.